Retro Racing reports from Balboa Stadium in San Diego, California. This is a URA Red Circuit final race of the season, program from 1948, November 24th, 1948. Balboa Stadium eventually became the home for the San Diego Chargers when they moved down from Los Angeles. And once that happened, racing went away. By that time, it was kind of going away anyway, but there it is. So Balboa Stadium was quite a popular place to be. It was part of the so-called Grand Prix circuit, which featured not only Balboa Stadium, but Culver City Stadium, Gilmore Stadium, and Orange Show. Now, of course, on Balboa, they ran on Wednesday nights, Culver City on Tuesday, Gilmore on Thursday, and Orange Show on Friday. There you go. You could go up and down the coast, and it wasn't really that far, just 100 miles between them, give or take. It all worked out. Let's get to it. This is the final program from 1948, Balboa. The checkered flag is the article, and I do not know who wrote the article. Pit chatter. Tonight, the 16 lads who were fortunate enough to outqualify their opposition this afternoon will take to the track to do battle for 100 grinding, grueling laps. Any way you want to look at it, 100 laps with 16 of the classiest, nerviest drivers in the business to compete against is quite an order, as well as an ordeal. Rodger Ward's mark of 30 minutes, 12 seconds for the distance will be the time to beat. Ward established the mark last year and thereby came into prominence from out of the well-known blue. Although he hasn't set the world on fire this year, Ward has more than lived up to his promise of being one of the better race drivers in this business of speed. Lyle Greenman thinks enough of the youngster that he's already building him a car for Indianapolis. We go right along with Mr. Greenman's judgment of the XP38 pilot. Truth is that Ward has been hounded with motor ailments all year. Ward will go to the top, make no mistake about that. As a side note, Ward did go on to win the Indianapolis 500. We already knew that, though. Another youngster of note who proceeded to set himself right on top this year is Troy Ruttman. Like all champions, Troy is modest in everything except driving race cars. His utter disregard of names when he blossomed forth on the horizon this year is legendary now around the pits. Most new drivers stand in awe in the presence of the big-name drivers. Troy never did. He immediately put himself on a par with the greats, and he has never failed to prove to the public that he belongs in that category. Then, too, this kid has plenty of intestinal fortitude. Last week, for example, he drove the last 20 laps fighting it out with Bill Zaring with hot oil pouring all over his right leg. His first impulse was to immediately roll into the pits. When asked why he didn't do so, he replied that he didn't want to let the public down. He required medical attention soon after the race. Driver of the year in our book, however, is the new champion and our very good friend, Wild Bill Zaring. You've heard the expression, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Well, this may well be the case for Zaring. He has in the past been runner-up to the crown many times, but never quite managed to make the grade. Bill is a capable, all-around student of the game and seldom, if ever, gets into trouble. Not that he won't take chances. He will, but he has the ability to weigh his chances before he sticks his neck out. The result is that Zaring finishes in the money consistently. In the pits, he's known as a good and generous sportsman, a good, clean driver, and a credit to this business in every way. Offhand, we can't think of a driver we'd rather see win the championship than Bill Zaring. He's truly one of the pioneer builders of this sport and rates atop in our book. To briefly recap the year, on behalf of the management, let your flag waver express his gratitude in your making this another fine season. Principal factors in the success of any race season are you, the fans. and it is you that I wish to thank. If the sport can withstand the spite of the present lack of amusement dollars, it is certainly that come next year, the game will be bigger than ever. By that time, I imagine the dollar will be much more stable, the cost of living much cheaper, and consequently, you'll be able to allot more money to your amusement budget. Thanks again, happy holidays, greetings from all of the lads in the pits. Meanwhile, we will see you in the pits. What a great article there, 1949, and on the championship, Bill Zaring did win the Red Season Championship. On the night, it was Walt Faulkner took the win with 30-13 on 30 minutes, 13 seconds. So he did wind up beating, well, he just missed Rodger Ward's mark. And there we go. 100 laps. Wow, that's a lot of time out there. Be sure to like and subscribe. We do appreciate it.